Glass versus plastic. What you should buy at the grocery store and why. Now, when I think about the environmental impact of products, I like to break it down into three categories: production, transportation, and waste management. Starting off with production, we have a clear winner: plastic. A glass bottle can take up to 4 times the amount of energy to produce versus a plastic one of the same size. Next up, we have transportation, and that is another easy win for plastic. One of the best benefits of plastic is how lightweight it is. Compared to a glass bottle of the same volume, plastic can weigh up to 10 times less. Last up, we got waste management, and that is where glass wins by a lot. In the US, the recycling rate for glass is 6 times higher than what it is for plastic. Plus, glass is infinitely recyclable, meaning that every single time that it's recycled, the material doesn't lose its quality. It doesn't degrade like plastic does when it's recycled. And in terms of zero waste, I personally find it much better to reuse stuff in glass rather than plastic. And probably the number one reason why I recommend getting glass rather than plastic, if you care about the environment, is that if for some reason or another these bottles end up out in the environment, it is much better that that be glass rather than plastic. If this glass gets out into the environment, it's essentially going to act as a rock. It's not really going to do anything. It can be broken, it'll break down into smaller gravel and sand-sized pieces, but it's relatively harmless. Versus this plastic bottle, if this ends up into the environment, it's going to release a bunch of harmful chemicals and micro and nanoplastics into our soil, into our waterways, going to get into the plants out here, into the animals that live out here, and just overall terrible for the environment. So if you have an option between plastic or glass at the grocery store, go with glass.